business journey began with a company that changed the life insurance industry. 40,000 people were in that company when we joined, and 4 years later, A.L. Williams was number one in sales, and our organization was 18 out of more than 100,000 people. Next, we helped revolutionize the travel industry. We attracted more new travel agents than anyone ever has, and became a top 50 seller of travel 6 consecutive years. We have sold more travel than all companies of our kind combined. Recognized as one of the 33 most influential people in travel, we produced the industry's first $1 million bonus and created more $1 million annual earners than anyone our size ever has. Then we did it again. We launched a company that brought wholesale travel to the direct sales industry. A company where directors drive branded cars and earn 6-figure incomes. A company where numerous people hit the 50K challenge in their first 100 days. We created the industry's first discount travel booking engine called the Vortex, and have helped people save millions of dollars on their travel. Our companies have paid tens of thousands of people just like you multiple $1,000 bonuses. We've been copied, but never duplicated. This is our history, a history of identifying industry-changing trends before most even recognize them, of being in the right place at the right time and capitalizing on it. Thousands of people have earned hundreds of millions of dollars by joining us in the beginning of these ventures. But what comes next will be the biggest thing we've ever done. We will change the travel industry again, and you can position yourself to be a part of this before we even start.
I'd like to thank you for taking a look at what's going to be the next generation of travel. You know, we've been blessed to be part of some pretty incredible things in business, and it started with us being part of a company that revolutionized the life insurance industry. It was a few years later that my partners and I created the first, really it was the first successful online travel company in the direct sales industry. It had never been done before. And as we looked for what was going to be next, then we a few years later introduced wholesale travel. Again, it had never been done, and it really changed the course of what's being done in the industry today. Well, what was really, I guess we were fortunate to see, was when we created the world's first discount travel booking engine that consumers could use, and the people who shared it with them could be compensated. But I just got to tell you, with our history and what I know about the past and what I see in the future for travel, what we're getting ready to introduce will truly be the next generation of travel. The great news is you're hearing about this before the masses. You know, but first, I just got to ask a question, okay? Do you remember maybe that vacation from your childhood? Let me just take a couple minutes, and I remember mine. I remember we went to Myrtle Beach, and we were down there, and my dad took a motorcycle, and we met my cousins and aunts and uncles, and I just remember us riding down the beach, and there were 9 of us riding on this motorcycle with my dad. It was just absolutely crazy. People taking pictures, right? And then when we were down there, we found this dead shark, about 4 feet long. We drug that shark up to where we had our day camp set up in the shade. And it wasn't long after that we caught a turtle. And so now we got a turtle and a dead shark up at our little campsite. And then it was my father somehow caught a seagull and handed it to my brother. All right, my brother's like younger than me, a couple years younger than me. Handed it to him for him to take up to our little campsite. And as he was taking it up there, the seagull kind of turned around and bit him on the arm. My brother was crying. He didn't let go. Folks, I remember this like it was yesterday. Now, here's what I can't remember. I don't remember what hotel we stayed in. I don't remember if we ate out every night or we had bologna sandwiches. I cannot remember. But here's what I can tell you 55 years later. Those memories are part of what I have, that I remember my mom and my dad and my childhood. You know, maybe you can remember how good it felt when you started planning your last vacation. Or how about maybe what the vacation your kids still talk about? You know, I was sharing my story with my son, and and it was like he started laughing, and he couldn't wait for me to get done because his dad, you remember, we went down to Virginia, to Williamsburg, and we went down to Busch Gardens, and it was the first, to my knowledge, it was the first in America, maybe the first in the world. It was a suspended roller coaster. He was so excited. We got up there. He was like an inch too short. But he said, "But Dad, do you remember that?" He said, "You remember you bought me a Big Bad Wolf hat?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I remember, even though I really didn't." He said, "Dad, do you know I still got that hat?" It was 33 years ago that we did that. But then this is the thing that just impacted me. He said, "Dad, I don't have that memories. I don't have those kind of memories with Wyatt." And he's 6 years old. And it broke my heart. But you know what was great was the following weekend, okay, Lori and I were out, and we were eating, and we get this FaceTime call. And if you're a grandparent, what you know is that's your grandkid calling. And all that I could understand from my grandson Wyatt saying was "Papa," and then it was just like there was not a word you could even understand. And so about 30 seconds into this, he gives the phone back to his dad, and I said, "Josh, what's going on?" He said, "Dad, we just created a memory. Wyatt just got off his first roller coaster." I remember how I just thought, man, I wonder if we hadn't had that conversation, would that have happened? I know it would have happened sometime, but would it have happened as soon? Because see, life is about making memories. And a lot of times those happen at vacations, or maybe that family reunion. You got that story that people still talk about every time you get together. Or do you remember how recharged you felt when you got back from your last vacation? I mean, maybe you felt like you could just conquer the world. You went into work, and it was like, man, they didn't even know who you were because you were just energized and you were tackling the world. But you know, maybe you don't have these memories. Maybe you don't have recent memories. And I want you to know, if that's the case, you're not alone. Because last year in America, there were 768 million unused vacation days. Folks, that's 153 million one-week vacations. People lost more than $65 billion in benefits by not taking those days. And that's just the people who get the vacation days. What about the people who maybe work part-time and don't get those? Or maybe the people who don't earn enough to take a vacation. How about people who are self-employed and just feel like they're too busy to take time away from their business? Or maybe retired people on fixed incomes. Or there's people who just maybe don't want to travel alone. Folks, we have the answer for all of those people. See, I want you to know that vacations are more than just fun. Vacations are good for you. You know, annual vacations reduce your heart disease risk by 32%. Listen, that's not me saying that. That's the Journal of the American Medical Association. The Wisconsin Medical Journal said that marital satisfaction is directly linked to vacation frequency. And the University of Pittsburgh says, look, listen to this. Vacations contribute to higher positive emotion levels, less depression, lower blood pressure, and smaller waistlines. Here's research that was quoted in a magazine that said that vacations can lower stress and boost your immune system. The great news is that can last for up to 10 months after you return from a vacation. And this one blew my mind. From the Business Insider, it said that that people taking vacation days, 10 days or more, are twice as likely to get raises or bonuses. And I'm just going to ask you if you would join our movement. When I talk about our movement, what is that? Well, we're healing nations with vacations. You probably see that on my T-shirt. That's what our goal is to heal nations with vacations. And you can position yourself as a next gen founder. What's that mean? Well, basically, we're going to make sure that we're going to do everything that we can for the people who are associated with us to never miss another vacation. We want our people going on vacation every single year. And if the biggest reason people don't go is because of the cost, we're going to do a couple things there. We're going to show you how to make money and travel. We're also going to show you how to save big time traveling as an insider. And then if you're one of those people that doesn't want to travel on your own, then you can travel with us. We're going to exotic locations. Hey, next up, we're going to Bali. Join us. You can even nominate as a next gen founder. You can nominate a deserving family for a free vacation. Because again, our goal isn't just to reduce those vacation days that are unused to zero, which is our goal. We want to have zero unused vacation days. But we also want to make sure that families take vacations every year because vacations is where you make memories. In the Next Gen Founder Circle, which is a position we're only doing through our pre-launch, there's going to be special recognition at our world headquarters. You're going to be, forever, that's going to be, your name's going to be there. There's going to be a lapel pin that you can wear that signifies that you were part of the pre-launch of the next generation of travel. If you go to our events or our conventions, there's going to be early bird registration and better pricing for the people who are next gen founders. There's going to be inclusions on a special site that's only going to have people that are founders on that site. You're even going to a welcome video from our CEO that happens to be me, okay? That to welcome you into our company. And we're going to include a pre-launch package, all right? And that pre-launch package includes the Vortex. It's something we created. It sells for $199, okay? And just an example of what you could give to people that you know. It costs people nothing, okay? Here's a Disney family vacation near the main entrance, 7 nights, 2 bedrooms. Now the lowest price that you could find online, we searched across all of the major sites, was $1,641. Let me just tell you something. If you want to find that price, you got to go all the way to checkout. Because if you don't, you're going to find out that it's going to be 15 to 20% higher when you check out because they don't include fees and taxes. Our price through the Vortex, $1,167. Let me ask you something. If you had a friend, if you had somebody you knew, a coworker, a neighbor, who was going to go to Disney, take their family to Disney, and go in the very same time, staying at the very same place they were going to stay. Instead of paying $1,641, they could pay $1,167. If you could save them $474. Do you have a single friend that would be upset at you for doing that for them? Same vacation, same time, same place, same everything. Difference is $474. That's what the Vortex does. That's what we're giving you as part of being a next gen founder. Hey, by the way, when they say $474, we're going to send you a check for $284. That's how the Vortex works. And I could give you thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of examples, all right, of how this works. You're also going to get our host travel agency that has a value that listen, we've had that in the past, that there's been thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who paid $499 just for the host agency. And that's a place where you can earn thousands just by coordinating family or class reunions. Maybe you're going to organize or coordinate a trip for a group or organization you belong to. We had one of our ladies at her church wanted to go to the Holy Lands. She found a supplier, did all the work. She went for free, and folks, listen to it. Her compensation for that was 5 figures. Maybe you got somebody in your family or a friend or a coworker who's talking about a destination wedding or possibly an anniversary or some gathering that they're going to have. If you just organize that, folks, they're everywhere. This is just another way that you can make money with our award-winning and fully accredited host travel agency. It's an incredible value when you think of it. Tens of thousands of people have paid $199 just for the Vortex. But during this pre-launch, and only during the pre-launch, you're going to be able to get everything I'm talking about for $99.95. Hundreds of thousands of people have paid $499 for our host agency. You're going to get both of those, plus be as a next-gen founder, plus you're going to be positioned for everything we announce later this year. All for $99.95. Hey, and you might be one of those people that says, look, I want to tell the world about this mission because I believe this. Together we can change the world. See, think of the number of people you know who would like to be part of something as big as what we're talking about. About taking those unused vacation days from 768 million to 0. About taking every family, making sure every family that's affiliated, associated with us, goes on a vacation every year, making memories with their families. See, you can share what you've heard just now through our app, or you can use social media. And when someone you share this with becomes a next-gen founder, we're going to send you $10. And we're going to deposit another $71.42 into your deferred bonus account, scheduled to be paid out beginning in December. Folks, you can also, as a next-gen CEO, because that's what you'll become here. You become a founder by getting positioned. You become a CEO by going out there and saying, look, I want to share this with others. You can be positioned for unlimited, you heard me right, unlimited $1,000 bonuses, multiple $10,000 bonuses. Plus, you could be positioned for a one-time bonus of $25,000 that would be payable in the first quarter of 2020. And you could do that for $19.95 a month. Richard Branson said something, and I'm a big believer in listening to people who are successful. He's a billionaire. I think he happens to be the coolest one out there. Did Virgin Records, Virgin Airlines, and he said this. He said, "Look," he said, "if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes. Then learn how to do it later." See, you've seen an amazing opportunity. And I know that you've got questions. There's no way that in this short period of time we could have answered your questions. But here's what I want you to just focus on for a second. We've done this before several times. The people who've been there in the beginning with us, the people who've been there as we launched these ventures, whether it was in insurance or our first generation of travel or the next generation, or when we launched the Vortex, that something had never been done in the travel industry by anybody. The people who joined us early on, those thousands of people made hundreds of millions of dollars. You're hearing about this before we even started. We're not even launched. We're in a pre-launch. And sure, I'm sure you got questions. I'm sure you're wondering, how's this going to work? But if you see this opportunity, if you even think there's a chance that this is an opportunity, I want to encourage you to say yes. We know what we're doing, and we'll help you figure it out. As together, we change the world. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you real soon.